Hi, Brent McDonald from Straight Light here. This isn't a tutorial on how to record bass, as there's already a bunch of those on YouTube. It's more in response to a question we received on what bass rig was used on the Love Over Power CD. 1, there wasn't a bass amp used at all, and 2, it's kind of fun how we got there. As a matter of fact, the bass was recorded using a single DI track, and the rest was how it was processed after it was recorded. The majority of the processing was done with IK Multimedia's Ampeg SVX plugin. And no, we aren't hawking IK products here. Although the SVX has been around for a while, what's kind of cool about it is it's the only plugin that I know of that's designed specifically for bass players or to get bass sounds. And we set it up so the DI track was being processed through 2 instances of the plugin simultaneously. I won't go into the details of the SVX except to say that it has 4 different Ampeg bass amp emulations, then 6 different cabinet emulations. On the Love Over Power project, we used 2 instances of the SVT4 Pro, along with the B15 cabinet and the SVT 8x10. So let's take a look at creating a composite sound out of 2 instances of the plugin. If you take a look at the top instance, it's EQ'd to reproduce the top end of the bass only. Likewise, it's being pushed hard with both the gain and master volume being almost wide open. This makes for some sparkle and a little bit of distortion on top. The second instance is set up to handle mostly the low frequencies in the bass. The DI track is where the gold channel strip is with the track name highlighted. And although we'll hear the DI track in a sec just for reference, it's never heard in the mix of the song. Instead, it's sent out through this bus, which sends a bass signal through both instances of the plugin, with each having its own auxiliary return channel. Here's the low frequency return, and here's the high frequency return channel. So here's what the DI track sounds like, and I left the drums in just for perspective. And this is the instrumental section in Forgotten Man from Love Over Power. At face value, the DI really doesn't sound too bad. But the low end's not very good. There's no air around the sound and it's just kind of boring. Most of all, it doesn't sound like it's coming from an amp. Let's get rid of the DI, then solo the channel where the bottom SVX is returned. That may be somewhat boring too, but at least there's some bottom end in the bass now, and it's starting to sound like it was recorded through a bass amp. I'll mute that up and let's see what the high frequencies are doing. By itself, I'm sure I don't need to tell you that that sounds really bad, but I'm going to slowly bring up the top end return channel and we'll see what happens. And now it finally starts to sound like something. Of course, bass tone is always a matter of personal taste, and perhaps even more, it depends on the style of music at hand. So this is just what we were going for this particular project, and we hope it answered any questions. See you on down the road and enjoy the music.